Welcome back. This episode we're on Frank and we're going to make this dashboard fit, or we're going to ruin the car. One of the two. Let's find out. As you know, I've been working on the Scamp for a while and it's given me a bit of time to think, and I keep coming back to this dash, and yeah, we need to cut it to make it fit, or my absolute brainwave, which could either ruin this build, some people say it's already ruined, or make it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the roll cage out. Yeah, just came to me. This front roll cage is causing me so many issues with so many problems. Pedal access, where the pedal goes down to the floor, obstruction anyway that you can't see, problems with padding and stuff, and giving myself a coma if I bash my head on it. This ain't going to be ever going to be a proper official car, rally car, race car, because it's never going to get in any of the rules. It's my car, I'm just building it. So I'm thinking we're going to cut the front cage out, front hoops going down, dash bar because that's in the wrong place anyway now, definitely because it wasn't going to fit in the dash, and we're just going to leave the rear hoop and the rear diagonals and the crossbar and things like that at the back, so basically back forward. Yes, we are going to lose a little bit of strength, but the benefits it gives, as I said, the dash just fits straight, should do anyway. We're going to have to redo something with holding the steering column on, but again, not a problem. Again, it gives me clearance around the feet pedals now, where the roll cage was going down. It gives me better viewing. It just helps me in all sorts of ways. So we're just going to do it. We can always weld one back in, can't we? You know, it doesn't necessarily have to have it, you know. So many body swaps don't. And we know we've got 2mm thick steel seals. So the seals are stronger than the original ones anyway. I'm just going to do it before I change my mind. Should get me some comments. Bit of clickbait. Have I ruined the car? I suspect I have. Let's get on. Okay, before we go berserk and cut the front roll cage out, we just need to undo some bits, ECU and a few earths that we had on there, which we'll have to redo, obviously. But once we get the dash in, we can then figure out where this new dash bar would go. This bit's sort of we'll have to just see around the steering column, because obviously this is a Subaru steering column, and it might get in the way around here and stuff, but we'll figure that out in a bit. So yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna get the reciprocating saw and just go for it. Wow, that didn't start well. That blade seems pretty blunt. I know this is CDS tubing, but I don't think it's that much. Maybe it is a bit tougher than normal steel. I wasn't hoping to get the disc cutter out, but we might have to if we can't find another blade. I'm not going to go get one. Well, I just didn't time lapse all that marathon, so if you wanted to make that into a time lapse maybe, with a bit of sound, or do a little bit of not, or whatever. Anyway, I was trying to save the roof crossbar just in case I need it. So I don't know if it'll come out in one go. So yeah, we're going back now. I think we have to cut the roof bar. Let's just cut the roof bar. Piss arsing about, Matthew. Cut the roof bar. Back in a second. Well, that's completely free-barred it now, isn't it? Only time will tell if we made the right decision. But who cares, hey? Who cares? I don't. Just got to give it a go, haven't you? There's never a wrong choice. There's just a bad outcome. So whatever choice you make in life, whenever you do it, you make the right choice at the right time. This was the right choice. See, door still fits. As well as it did do. Da, da, da. Be funny if the dash didn't fit. Still. Where are we going with this? I think we have to come out the windscreen yet. I think that's a good way. Giddy up. Yeah, I could have tried to save some of those gusset things as well, but I didn't. Just cut through. Whoa! Well, there you go. One less roll cage. Oh yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Should we see if the dash fits? See if the dash fits, shall we? Getting all dusty in here, need to sort that out. Careful on things, Matthew. It's just sitting on top of the steering column at the moment. Don't worry about that too much. Let's try. Just getting caught. The door knobbies. Yeah, fits. It fits. Okie dokie. It's in. Yeah. We had to cut a little bit around the steering column. I couldn't drop the steering column enough to actually just get it in to start with, but it had to be cut anyway. Even if we had the roll cage in, we'd still have had to cut that because the steering column can only go where it goes. Obviously, the Metros are normally a bit narrower, so later cars obviously are a bit wider, so the seating position is a bit further out. So the steering column's not going to be exactly where the Metro one is, but it's what it is. We can't do much. So I've just put one little screw in the top of the dash at the moment. It's still just dropped down. It's actually quite surprising. They angle up quite a lot. And then I've just tied that steering column up with a piece of string at the moment, which it's got to come up like that, if you see what I mean. And that's not looking too bad. And then this sort of has to sort of come up just a fraction more. Comes up an angle. This sort of dash sort of points to your eye line. But yeah, surprising how low it all comes down here, but that's all good. I just had to knock my temporary switch panel off. But again, we're going to be able to integrate that into the proper switches now. Well, right or wrong, we've done something. We've done something. As you can see my nice surface rusty 2mm thick inner seals. And yeah, obviously we need to tidy up the roll cage points at some point. But again, yeah, this was all down near the throttle pedal. Your foot was actually behind the roll cage. Yeah, you could have done lots of other stuff. But anyway, this is the decision we made. This option technically was free to do. If it has any other consequences later is another question. Pizza for tea from Lidl. I don't know when this video is going out. I'm away for a few days as well. But yeah. Mum, I've done something. And then the heavens open. Woo. Wing Wednesday. It's not Wednesday, is it? At least I'm in a shack, so I'm not going to moan. Still just umming and ahhing now, just about how to mount the bottom. There's a couple of screw holes on. It'd be nice to try and get it roughly in the right position. I also just rested this on. It's another shroud. It's for the dials. I think they come in the slightly later Metros. I think the original Metros, if you can hear me, just had that nearly. And then they went like that to make it look fancier, I guess. Move the things closer. I don't know. Saved them making a whole new dash. Okay, not sure how much we can see of this, but I've made a plate that goes on the back there, 3mm, and drilled and tapped it, and then I bent it so it's sort of sticking down a little bit. Needs welding still because I just sort of went through the grinder slightly and just bent it. I've also made up another 3mm plate here with some slotted holes in it, so that gives me a bit of adjustment up and down. And then worst case we can bring it forward if we need to by spacers or changing it anyway. But if I get that in and then just put a little bit of plate in for the moment just to join those two, and then we'll just go from there and see how it looks. Then we'll have to call it a day, I think. So I don't think it's going to be a super long video, but let us know what you think below. Okay, not too pretty, but it's just tacked in for the moment to try and see how we're going. As I said, the dash does point up if you're looking at Metros. Looking at that gap down there, maybe it can just go forward a bit, but we can play with it. It's just at least that's in there. A lot more solid now. Yeah. Oh, flock gets dirty. So yeah, alright. Here's what it is. Let me know what you think below. It is, but yeah. That's good, yeah. So I think the next thing, once we've got that sort of tacked in there, is make sure we're sort of, gives us a bit of time to think about it, make sure we're happy with the positioning, double check a few things, because yeah, it seems sort of, it could do with sort of some screws up here just to pull it up a bit, up into the corners. It does go, and it's better now I've actually supported the bottom. And then yeah, make the steering bar again that goes across, but we'll tie that in to the sort of inner A panels, or whatever you call them there. The original Subaru one would have bolted into the side, so we may do that. Does help later on if we ever need to change things. And yeah, and we've got to trim up our rear cage now. Hey! Let's not get too close to those welds. Maybe I'll get someone over. So yeah, that's much better. Yeah, I had that in my old Escort, just a rear hoop going down like that. Put some we'll put some orange insulation on it, make it look cool. Good. Okay, wrapping up now. So yeah, no roll cage makes things so much easier now. We've got the dash on the way there, happy with that. Again, hindsight's a wonderful thing. If you started again, you'd do things so many differently, like keeping all the Subaru heater, thinking, no, we don't need that, because that could have been handy, all just kept in there now. But I've got no heater in there now, so that'd be the next thing to figure out, is what air vents and ducting we're going to do on there, because we're going to need all that. But yeah, I'm away for a few weeks. I'm not away for a few weeks. I'm going to be busy over the next few weeks, so I'm going to try and get some videos out if I can. I've got another one on the Scamp. I'll try and get the brakes working at least, so we can get that moving, get it off the trailer and get it tucked away somewhere, because the winter is coming. If you want to help me in any way, just hit the like button, check out the description, multiple ways of helping me. But yeah, just leave some advice below and let us know what you're having for dinner. Stay safe everyone, see you next time.